right, team, here's the deal. There's a lot of junk in that large expedition box. Good junk. But we don't like things disorganized, especially if you're living in a van. You want to make sure everything's in its right place. So we hadn't had time to install it. You hear, Crockett's already, I mean, he knows how bad it is. This expedition box, the large box, first of all, is amazing. From Owl Vans, killer product. Great heavy duty shelf in there, fits a lot of stuff. But still keeping organized is super important. So what we're gonna do is transform all of this stuff into this. We may not be able to get every single thing in there, like the big power drills and some of the larger breaker bars and things like that. That's fine. But I think all our major wrenches, sockets, critical tools, screwdrivers, pliers, all the main things that you need that are kind of, you know, the sockets that are kind of rolling around, we're going to organize them. And what's really great about this new product, it's called Step 22. It's a tool roll. We actually saw that at the Flagstaff, Arizona Overland Expo there in Flagstaff. Amazing expo. I was wanting to order one of these tool rolls, but the reason I hadn't done it yet is because I was afraid we were gonna miss it in Austin as we were driving up to Alaska. So we went to this expo and luckily they had them there. He said, but I only got them in one color and it's this black multicam. I said, that's the exact one that I want. The owner there, Adam, and the owner and the founder and the inventor of the Step 22 roll, there is an amazing dude, really kind, showed us the, you know, the different, you know, functions and how it works. Spent the time with us to be able to discuss that. It was absolutely amazing. So we're gonna go get started on putting all these tools into this one tool roll. Here we go. All right, so before we get started, I wanna show you this Owl Van box. We'll do maybe a more full deep dive review, but for right now, it's got the ability to put some roto packs or anything you want, equipment on it. Double lock key and also padlock here. Twisting motion, it feels very secure. And even though it's really great heavy duty, it's got this strut here to go push it open, especially if you're up on an angle, it's actually super helpful to be able to pull. And then you got this heavy duty shelf and all this room here. So just amazing. It holds a lot of room. Again, it's still though about keeping organized. It's got this heavy duty seal on it. We had a ton of rain coming here to Montana. Not a single drop in this box. All right, team, so we're gonna do a little unbox, or I should say unbag. Here's the Step 22 tool roll. Now the specific name for this thing is called hopefully I say it right, Pangolin. If you don't know what a pangolin is, look it up. It's kind of this aardvark, armadillo, transformative, armored little crawling thing. But the idea behind it is it kind of looks like one when you have it all folded up in you. So here we go, check it out. And by the way, when we talked to the Step 22 founder, Adam, he mentioned the name. 22 is his favorite number. I asked him, why'd you get the name Step 22? Where's that come from? 22 steps to open this thing or what? What does that mean? He goes, well, 22 is my lucky number. So what I love about this stuff is sometimes there's no reason that you see, you know, there's no like, you know, 22 steps or, you know, there's a whole dynamic math formula that goes into how you name a name sometimes. Sometimes just what makes you feel good and sometimes it's just about what's your lucky number. So we're gonna open this up. What do we open it up with? Because there's no, at least I'm not seeing it. There's no quick pulls here, but even if there was, would you want to do that? So use our trusty one and only Bird Knife by Williams Knife. They're not a sponsor, nothing like that, but I can tell you that is my go-to. Look at this, it's satisfying. You feel that? Like there's just something about that that's amazing. They all come with this sheath that you can use. Sometimes I'll put it reverse on a pack or I'll put it on my belt loop. But this is amazing. It's kind of got what I call like this old timer color, which I really like. And it's perfect. It's for birds, you know, being able to, you know, cut through them and stuff like that, especially when you go hunting, you know, be able to kind of de-breast and things like that and get the meat out. But what I really love about this knife is that it can use it for really anything. I've done everything with it, from chop up summer sausage all the way to opening up this bag. So check it out, in one slice, there it is. I got a little close though there to cutting the tool bag, but luckily this thing is made out of heavy duty Cabrera. Now when I talked to Adam, the only color they had left was multicam. I think the other one's black. It's like a black multicam. And the other one's just a plain black. Well, guess what? That's exactly the color that I wanted. So here it is. You can see that, it says step 22, Pangolin. It's got this little name thing you can put in there. It's got a card you can do measuring. You can put your name in there and whatever you need. It's got these really great pull grips, like it's even made out of this metal. I don't know if you can see that or not. Really neat. So this is the first compartment. These are the handles. So here it is, the Pangolin. You know, it reminds me of one of those DOP kits or one of those hygiene bags. You have a hanger and you like hang on the door when you're going out there and you're doing like travel or business travel or whatnot, and it's just supposed to hang on there. I always found those kind of weird, those big DOP kits. Like, who's taking that much gear, right? Like with you. You only need really a razor, toothbrush, and some deodorant. Let's go, right? But it reminds me of one of those. But what's really, it reminds me of it, but it's nowhere near that. This thing is way more epic and it's gonna be way more useful. So the idea behind it is it's got all these, it's got this big working pack where everything will roll up into right here. And then it's got these individual pockets. And then it's got a little bit of a working space here and some more pockets. So what's great about this though is this. Why? Well, guess what? This you can take with you. Let's say you want to just take your metric sockets with you all the way to the front of the vehicle, wherever you're at, or you got to go lend something to somebody. Well, instead of giving them this whole thing, you can just give them this, or you can just take this and it's ready to go. I'll tell you, super high quality material. I'm gonna check this out. These pull tabs, this is the thing that I dropped. This is the wrench kind of sleeve. So this wrench sleeve here is pretty killer, right? Because you got like these, everything's metal and heavy duty. It's got red, and I don't know about you, but red and orange to me I always like, because you can see it in the dark and you can see it when you need it. And then it all rolls out. Here, that's where you put your tools, slide them in there. It's even got a small pocket on this side. You can go slide more small wrenches or Allen wrenches or whatnot in here. Killer. And then these pull tabs are just high quality. Look at that thing. It's like this heavy duty plastic. Super satisfying zip. It's all Cabrera fabric, so this stuff's gonna really stand the test of time. Really great stuff. Let's see what other features we got here. So you can stick this back on. Done. It's got these Velcro here so you can name it. You can put like a name tag on there and go like wrenches, sockets, screwdrivers, miscellaneous. It's got this part here. This is the big working space. So if you can imagine it laying flat like this and you're working on it, you can kind of keep things and parts in there so you don't lose it. It's kind of a workspace. Then in addition to that, you have the ability, let's say you don't want to close it all up. What's really neat about it is this part, you can kind of fold it in and get rid of it. Adam was much more graceful here in doing it. You can fold it in on itself, so you just have this space, so you don't want that big bucket sticking out. And what they did was smartly, because now your handle is tucked in, they actually added a secondary handle. So you can just grab it like this and take it with you wherever you go. So this thing is killer. It's a great product. As soon as I saw it, I was just, one of those things that was just epic. As a matter of fact, where I first saw it, I was looking for good tool rolls, and there's a lot of them out there. Some old school ones, leather ones, things like that, but it's light on weight, it's heavy duty, and I wanted something that had the ability for me to get detachable. And Talon, actually, another storyteller, Overland owner, had a video up. I was about to push purchase on another tool roll. I saw his quick shout out, and it might have been a whole review video, I forget, but he did that, and I realized, okay, I gotta have that one. So I didn't pull the trigger on it. I was afraid that that thing wasn't gonna get to Austin, Texas on time, but guess what? We got to it. All right, so let's go pack this thing out. That's it. All that gear is now empty. Have a couple of duplicate tools in there when you're on the road. I just grabbed this on my way out of Austin, so had a bunch of duplicates. As you do over the years, you collect tools and don't need that. We don't have very much room for duplicate tools on the road, so, but it's virtually empty. And now everything fits into this compact, easygoing step 22 bag, toolkit, tool roll. super stoked. It's really nice and neat. Just, I don't know, even though it's probably the same amount of weight we've been carrying around, since it's all compact, just makes it for a lot better. So let's get organizing. It's really great to be able to have all the main critical tools. Probably gonna be using this a ton. I have a feeling I'll probably tweak it even further. Right now I just did a lot of things based on height order, where I thought I was gonna use, what I thought I was gonna use the most, and kind of ordered them that way. There's actually little spots for your Allen wrenches and smaller wrenches and things of that nature, hex keys, things like that. I'm gonna go work it out. Things that I use a lot, I'll probably move some things around, hone in and adjust as we do. But what's nice is we have that, and this is the only other bag. But I can actually close it now. So it'll be 2 bags full of tools, not bad. These are where I have my drills, the charger, the bigger pieces of equipment and things of that nature. So not an issue, but you need to be able to hold them somewhere. Now I can actually zip the bag. It's not gonna be moving around. Stoked. All right, team, so here is the finished product. Tool roll, jumper cables, big tool bag. Clean, much cleaner. The only thing we got left to put in there is the power cord and our water hose. I'm very happy the way this thing turned out.